So now tying all this together, and so the previous semester I asked previous human geography students to take a survey similar to the one you did for discussion 4, and here are the results. And so essentially what I did was I calculated the range. These are going to be somewhat similar to yours. They're going to be different. I asked them different things than I asked you, but I essentially put them in ascending order in terms of the range, the distance, in terms of minutes they'd be willing to travel. And so what that also does is it showcases the different types of goods. So those with the smallest ranges, i.e. McDonald's, convenience store, have are examples of lower order goods and services, whereas a concert, a sporting event, is something that's going to be more of a higher order good. Now we're going to apply the idea of central place theory to the United Countries of Baseball map, which we used beforehand when we looked at the core and domain ideas and concepts from cultural regions. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to look at the image. Why is it that the fan regions there in Southern California, so where Los Angeles and San Diego and California, all the teams there are located, but also there in the Northeast where we see the Boss Wash from Boston down to Washington, D.C., that megalopolis of cities back to back to back, right near each other. Why are they so small compared to the St. Louis Cardinals, the Colorado Rockies, the Texas Rangers, the Atlanta Braves? And the simple idea is we can relate this to central place theory. Because in those areas you have much higher densities as far as the population. So it's much easier to find a large number of people in those particular dense urban clusters than it is in the wide open Great Plains and Midwest and American South. And so because of that, they have smaller thresholds, but then also smaller ranges. So if you're a fan of the San Diego Padres, yeah, you could drive 2 hours north to watch the Los Angeles Angels or Los Angeles Dodgers, but you're a Padres fan. You're going to go to the nearest team, the nearest game. And so you're going to then go to the local market. And so they have a lower, smaller ranges subsequently as well. But if you're a Texas Rangers fan, in which you live in the middle of nowhere, Oklahoma, boy, that's the closest, it's 400 miles to get to the local baseball team. But because these are much larger fan regions in terms of geographic areas, but also lightly populated areas, they're going to have larger thresholds and larger ranges. And so we can apply that same idea to this particular map, which we've used and looked at before. Further, everyone in Indianapolis, metropolitan Indianapolis, wants public transportation, which is great. But where are we going to put the train station? And so where are you going to, you only have so much resources, where are you going to put the best spot to put a train stop that's going to then have as many people nearby located as possible so that you can have more people that are going to use that stop? If it's essentially you have a train stop where no one lives, it's pointless, it's worthless. And so it's strategic to only put up the train stops, put up the key transfer locations in areas where the highest number of people along that route might be found. And so, although this is kind of a future plan of what metropolitan Indianapolis transportation might look like in the future in terms of a subway line or a train line, whatever. But before they do that, you're going to have to, not saying that central place theory is all that you're going to do, but you have to do the informed research to understand market areas. Because you want to spend that money as wisely as possible. You just don't want to throw it away and just build a train station and train stop just for the hell of it. It has to make business sense. Now we're going to end this discussion on central place theory with the take-home message, kind of put a nice little ribbon and bow on this idea. And so the take-home message with this is very much in use by governments, local businesses. This isn't just some theory that we're just using in geography class so we have something to talk about. This is actually creating employment for our majors. So we have a major local company that specializes in retail. I'm not going to give out the name, but they are all over the country, building malls all over the country. And so they are asking for interns and also graduates of geography at IUPUI because they have the expertise as far as markets, market areas, understanding where is the best place to locate a brand new multi-billion-dollar mall. You're just not going to throw that money just anywhere. You're going to make very informed decisions. And so doing that market research, understanding how many customers are in an area, understanding is an area going to grow, are all crucial for this particular local business that, like I said, is extremely big. Anyway, other entities that utilize this, governments, no doubt use this as far as deciding where to build a new hospital, where to build a new off-ramp on an interstate, where to build it or widen a new an interstate or a highway to make it even more user-friendly. So all of this uses current data, but also population projections to help come up with more informed decisions. And so once again, this isn't just us doing it for the hell of it. This is actually crucial to making more informed decisions that can save us money, minimize costs, but also maximize profits.